What's up, YouTube? I'm here with McJagga, and we are going to bring you the first market watch that we've had on this channel. It's going to be a retro market watch, not specific towards goat format, Edison, Tengu plant, or really anything. Hat format, just a lot of stuff basically. Probably going to be 2014 Yu-Gi-Oh! And past. We're going to look at 20 cards today and just kind of go over some of the prices for the more expensive stuff and see what is also very low priced for what we think is probably a pretty solid deal. McJag, you got anything? Anything you want to add?
Edison format, best format.
Edison format, best format. I agree. Starting off, we have Debris Dragon here with, was this 9 different copies. We have an ultimate rare, the super rare, and secret rare. I think we're going to look at the most. Starting with this ultimate rare, this guy is pretty cheap. If you look at this price history, it was about $70 in October. It's dropped down to roughly $50 near mint. We'll go ahead and scroll down. So near mint is 50s. 55, it looks like. Quickly rising up towards 60. Light plays, you can get those for 47, 49, 50. Honestly, I don't think that's a bad deal. Don't think a bad deal at all.
Yeah, not a bad deal at all.
Not a bad deal. So this card is pretty unique that it spreads through several different formats. What are the formats on this one? It came out in what, 2008? Was that Crossroads of Chaos? Probably just look by going back.
Oh, yeah, duh.
So Crossroads of Crimson Crisis, actually, which I think was the first set in 2009. But this is played all the way through when Dragunity was really popular. This was a card used in that deck, I believe, in 2013, and definitely has sporadic use between there. A lot of use in Edison, obviously, and certainly a lot of use in Tengu plant. So a lot of value in this ultimate rare one. Super rare. What do you think of the super rare? I think this is kind of expensive for a turbo back Suster.
I'm not really a big fan of like turbo packs. $25 for a near mint. You can just get like two supers instead of or one ulti instead of 2 supers.
That's true. That's true. You can do that. It is turbo packs, so it definitely gives it a lot of value for sure. I don't know if I see it rising, but one thing I do want to highlight, and not even typically, just look at the Legendary Collection 5Ds in general. I don't think anyone's really looked into this set for buying out. I don't like buyouts. I never suggest them. Buy cards that you want, buy cards that you need. But Secret Rare Debris Dragon, good looking. You got near mint, $378. Plus shipping, so about $4 or $5. And it's just like, they all stay down there. Oh, wait, what's this? We have 3 down here, low price. Where's the next near mint? This could be interesting. Up to $5. So I think that if you're not looking to spend like 20, 30 bucks on a card, up to 50, Secret Rare First Ed Debris Dragon from Legendary Collection 5Ds, check it out.
Yeah, it might not be too bad because that's like the 3rd highest rarity if you want to technically count turbos as like 2nd.
Yeah, I think it definitely like the 3rd rarest. Ultimate obviously the rarest, and yeah, I'll say Turbo Pack Super Rare. It's pretty hard to find. You don't see those a whole lot.
And there's DT copies for
is there? I didn't even see this. So DT I think is just an interesting set. The early DTs with this design pattern, I've become a big fan of this design pattern and just DTs in general over the past couple of months. And look at this growth. $2 to $3, that's what, like a 33% increase in 2 months? So that's interesting.
Look at those. But then again, it hasn't gotten a lot of sale histories because what was sold this month or last month and then the month after that.
Oh yeah, no one really wants. I don't think DT is a weird set. I think DT can be considered a pretty high rarity for a lot of cards, such as like supers or ultra rares. But when you have DT commons and rares, it's the flip. No one considers them high rarity, which is strange. I still think they look good, but once they started doing the shatter foil and I think DT5, I just did not become a huge fan of it. And I always advocate for original set first edition. So original set first edition Debris Dragon, I think probably a couple cents. That's not bad at all. Going into the next card, what do we have? Let's look at Brain Control. Another card that spans many, many sets, coming out in 2005 and is just, or formats. Coming out in 2005 and just Control and Yu-Gi-Oh.
And I think it saw play up until it got its errata.
Yeah, so.
I'll say.
Oh, Dark Revelations 3, the highest. I don't even want to look at that because there's only 2 listings. But probably pushing about $20. Secret Rare, so this will be good to look at. Secret Rare and Gold Rare. I think this has the original text too. It does. So Secret Rare First Ed. Oh my, $6. That's a good deal. I definitely highly suggest looking at one of these.
Wait, that's $6? Last time I checked, it was a couple of months ago, and it was like 20.
That's for light play, so maybe let's check this last page. And so 14 for the lowest near mint first ed. Honestly, I still don't think that's a bad deal. This is a good looking card. A lot of these legendary duelist collections, another thing, just like DT, I've come to really like the secret rares out of these sets. So that's a really good buy for $6, $7, whatever it was, for Secret Rare First Ed. Good deal. I always like the first 2 gold editions. Big fan of it. DT again just said I like it. But let's go ahead and check the is the Ultimate Rare listing on here? See if we just look at the pricing.
You have to go up top and then type it in.
Just type it in separately.
Manually. Yeah.
So let's look at that because
control, and then in parentheses UTR.
Here we go.
There.
This card is out of control. I think I looked at this maybe a couple of weeks ago where I saw a picture of it. It was like $250 for the first ed near mint. Damage first ed for a light play first ed for $126. That was what, 2 weeks ago? That's not bad. But let's oh man. If you don't have the money for this stuff, just stay away from it. Brain Control Super Rare First Ed. Brain Control Common First Ed does the same thing as this. But if you have value in collecting or an interest in collecting, hey, this is the card for you.
I just noticed the Lost Art Super Rejuvenations are $3.
Let's type this bad boy in real quick. That's the highest rarity for it too, isn't it?
I don't know, but all I know is that that is the highest rarity technically, and it's the Lost Art one.
Yeah.
That's a little penny stonk if you wanna, because it's played in Dragon Turbo in Edison, and I think was it Aladdin Dragon Ruler? I think it was.
Yep.
I think it was played in Dragon Ruler.
You were allowed 3 of these in Dragon Ruler.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good deal. If you're into dragons or just generally want to start collecting stuff, especially there are a lot of people who just like the Lost Arts for collection. Good one to pick up here. Now the next one we have on order, this is going to be a huge card. Definitely one of the best cards since its release in 2008. Played in every format after until Yu-Gi-Oh! Changed probably in like 2015. How is that possible? TCG players a little strange today. Caius the Shadow Monarch. Click here. Whatever. Caius the Shadow Monarch is consistently just one of the best cards in any format. The ultimate rare here, brother, I don't know. I don't know.
I think this skyrocketed in price when I believe it was. I think it was Pack, the YouTuber who made. I think it was YCS Toronto big, but I don't exactly remember.
Maybe. Just like Brain Control and really any ultimate rare or max rarity in retro formats, stay away from the card unless you have an active interest in collecting. I don't think you're going to resell that for much more than you ever buy it for. But the Gold Series, again, Gold Series 2008 and 2009, I love them both. I think they look so good. I think that generally just like a very good looking card. And at the price point for $5 for with shipping included, 388 plus 25, that's about a little over 5. So you're looking at about $5 for near mints, and that's strange. So we have these listings here, and then what's it go up to after? That's weird how people are doing that. Up to like $7, up to $7 and $8. So I always think Caius, no matter what rarity, is a good rarity. Gold rare, definitely a good one, and certainly the what do they call that, starter deck, structure deck, ultra rare is always a good one too.
Yeah.
Dang, even the cheapest one is about $3 lowest. Goldware, premium gold, gross. Still $2. So Caius is even the cheapest copies, like a structure deck common, still hitting $2. Probably $3 with shipping. That's cool. After Caius, we're going into Raikou. What do you think of Raikou?
He's a good boy, except for when he makes you mill dad. Oh, and also, get this, I was remote dueling today. I milled Chaos Stork, Torrential Tribute, and Convert Contact.
And you won?
No,
Oh,
I lost.
that is
It was
unfortunate.
just my mills were not good that duel.
You do hate to see it. Raikou is a card that's definitely, since the takeoff of Edison format, has just jumped up dramatically. As you saw, it has tons of printings. Common prints are all worth cents, but if you're one of those max rarity or holographic type of players or whatever, you can get light plates for $7, but just for that first ed stamp, let's see how much extra mod plays are $10.49. Let's see how much extra you're paying for first ed stamp on a near mint or light. $15 at least, shipping's included, right? Quickly going up to 20s for light plays and even mod plays. Oh gosh.
My goodness.
Near mint cheapest, $20 for first edition super rare Raikou. That this time, probably a year ago, if that, maybe $2. Maybe $2. So might be a little bit late to find your first ed Raikous.
Yeah, and I sadly had to pay, or, shed $15 per copy for lightly plates.
You do hate to see it. Let's move away from Edison a little bit and go towards Plant Tengu. So Plant Tengu is a format that I always hear. How does this keep happening? I'm clicking on the actual link within TCG Player.
Well, what they, or never mind.
They give me the link and then they tell me it doesn't exist. So it's strange that every time I'm in person, I feel like Tengu format is always spoken about as if that's the most beloved format. But then when you actually go online and try to find real support for it, such as the Discord is, people don't post there. Like the Edison and Goat format are always popping off. I feel like Tengu format, not a whole lot. So
might be just one of those formats where it's just like it's recognized but not that much. Like I want to say Toss format, as it's called, where it was 2019, or 2019 was Thunder Dragon, Sky Striker, Orcus, and Salmon Great. I would say that's like the same issue as like Tengu format.
Yeah, that's it's very possible. I didn't play a whole lot during Tengu format. I think that this was right when I about started college, so I looked away from it. But I definitely couldn't afford Tengus at the time, so I just didn't play, or the extra deck stuff. So, but the super rares there for super rare first ed, about $3. I think if you're looking at the Tengu format, and of course Tengu's a card where it's exclusively used in Tengu format and actually just nowhere else. It's a good pickup. Or shoot, even ultra rares, near mint ultra rares for about $6. It's looking like light plays for 5. Near mints are probably 6 to 7. A bunch of mod plays for more than the near mints, which is strange. And yep, near mint's $7. I don't think you can go wrong with super rare first eds or the near mints ultra rares. I think Near Mint Ultra, even though it's limited edition, people do consider that the higher rarity than Super First Ed. But Tengu's just one of those cards that, does it have any use at 2? Has it ever been played beyond Tengu format at 2? I have no idea.
I'm trying to think of. I think it was used in it's not his. What's that one weird format? It's not the one where everyone plays one copy of it. I'm trying to. There's. Oh, why can't I think of the format? There's like a format where people play like it might be cross banless. I don't know. I can't remember when.
So like a custom format though.
Yeah, like a custom format, not an actual format.
Yeah, not a fan. But Reborn Tengu at $3, I think that's good, especially if you have any plans to play that. Even $7. But going into Lone Fire Blossom, again, another card that's used for several formats. Came out in Phantom Darkness, which I think if you played Gigaplant ever, when Lone Fire was at 3, is a cool deck. Good. Lone Fire, good Edison format. Lone Fire, heavily used in Tengu format.
And still used today.
Yeah, actually, I think I read somewhere the other day that the super rare got bought out, specifically this one, up to like almost $500 because of, I think, a new deck's coming out that utilizes this. I don't know though because I've never played much with Lone Fire. Let's see. Or the Near Mints. Oh gosh.
Oh no.
So you're looking at like $700 for Near Mints. Stay away. If you can get unless you're gonna get it graded, which if you're me, not a fan of graded cards, but for $275 for a light play, way better than $700 for a Near Mint for a card that you play anyways. And there are just so many available copies of Lone Fire to play that's not the super rare from Champion Pack.
Funny that they're like all supers. This has not gotten an ultra or secret rare printing, which is really weird.
You know, I think Lone Fire Blossom, if that were printed as a secret rare inside of one of those legendary duelist packs, I think that would look really good. Yeah, all of them are all below $1.
They could have done that in Legendary Duelist. I think they. Oh, what's the? Yeah, Legendary Duelist, Sister of the Roses. That's what it's called.
Maybe they come out with a Legendary Duelist Weevil. We can see a super rare Lone Fire. But generally, again, this is another one of those cards where original set, first edition, I'm a big fan of. Champion Pack, not so much. But again, very good in several formats. Obviously, one of the most used cards in Plant Tengu, but whatever. But speaking of good plant cards, next card is going to be Dandelion, which another card that has quite a few printings. Starting with oh man, this Ultimate Rare has jumped.
Yeah.
Gosh. And I think, in my opinion, rightfully so. It got as high as $111. And it's on a decline, so if you're look at this steep decline, if you're waiting to buy these, maybe wait a little bit longer. It looks like Near Mints might be about $100 still. Yeah, so Near Mint's about $100 still. Light plays for $80. If you're looking to buy this card, I say wait a little bit. Maybe it'll keep dropping. But I don't know. It's probably one of the best cards within Edison format, and certainly within Plant format. Dang, Dandelion. But look at this. The Ultra. Plus another legendary set, Secret Rare, which also looks good.
It does look good. I do have both the Ulti and the Secret.
Oh man. Even the Ultra Rare is jumping up to $10. I was thinking I guess when the Ultimate Rare is just so far out of anyone's hands. Let's check out the Secret Rare.
I do know some people do like their Shonen Jump cards.
It does look good. I do think it looks very good. Some Ultras, like that, DR4 Ultras, some of those older GX Ultras, I guess is just a better way to put it. They look like they just have a perfect layer of gold foiling laid across the top of them that made their holographic plus their lettering, and they do look really, really good. Wow, this Secret Rare one's actually $5. $5 it looks like. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. Plus you have the super rare, which probably also not a horrible buy, but I think if you're looking for a holographic Dandelion, this one's the way to go for the secret rare. After this, we're going to go back in time a little bit further and grab Magician of Faith. Iconic in GOAT format, and so here's the thing, whenever I see the lowest copy as low as, these typically are mod play to heavy play, damage, something like that. So when I see what I assume is going to be a mod play at $600, that leads me to believe the near mints. Oh, that's near mint. Look at that. Light play is 400. Near mints 600. Quickly rising to 650 though. After these two are gone, you're looking at about 640, 650. So that's pretty crazy. That's I think it's called for, to be honest, with Super Magician of Faith for what it is. But how do you feel about that one?
I'm not really a big fan of like champion packs and whatnot. Like I don't want to pay like fancy word for increased amounts for like a rarity. Like if for me, honestly, like if I wanted to get a card like in quotation marks high rarity, I would just get either the Duza Magician or the Speed Duels. But to be honest, Ultra Magicians don't look nice. Like I have them, but I can understand why people want supers because I would assume it looks nice.
So it definitely has a lot of printings. I do have supers.
That's the only super rare printing of it.
It is. So I do have two super rares. I have an ultra rare speed duel one, and I don't have any Dusa, but I don't think the speed duel one really. I don't think it looks bad, but I don't think there's just something about the super rares and anything that's not holographic beyond that it does have that old school feeling. Whether it's the text, whether it's not even the card itself, but the shading around the boxes that go with the darkness from the card art itself. And we'll look. It might show a little bit better on this Retro Pack 1 that they don't quite like right here. The actual shading of the border, it just looks better and more appealing on the eyes with the background of the green and the darkness of the card itself. But oh, what in the world? Retro Pack 1 Retro Pack at all. It just never ceases to amaze. And 50s. So I do have one Retro Pack 1 Magician of Faith, but unfortunately right here at the top, it looks like I caught one of my other cards when I was shuffling, went in there and just caught it, the corner of it, and messed it up some. But if you're going for anything holographic, you have the Ultra Rare, you have the Ultra Rare here. I don't think they look as good, but Dark Beginning 1 rares, Metal Raider rares, not bad. Dark Legends. Dark Legends is always a set to look at when you're looking at this type of stuff. That's Magician of Faith. Always high prices, and it will forever be high price. We got Black. So thank goodness this card has 300 different printings, to be honest. Because if this card only... What the heck? If this card only had... What am I doing?
The Blaster Soldier.
Black. I combined those, didn't I? Black Luster Soldier. Envoy the BN. Let's try this again. And we got it. Okay, so if this card only had like 3 holographic printings, you're probably looking about $500 for this card. But luckily, it doesn't, and it has a lot of good printings. I really like the Secret Rares from Legendary Collection and Master Collection. This one's kind of expensive, and I used to have one, but I lost it, unfortunately. But you do have Ultra Rares here, both always looking good. Dusa doesn't look terrible. And if you don't want those, you have super cheap ones here. This card's at 3 now, isn't it? It still sees no play.
Yeah, but what is nice is that the retrained version of it still sees some play. The Blackluster Soldier, or what is it called? It's I can't think of its name off the top of my head. It's
The Link
Lackluster
Monster?
Soldier. Hmm? Yeah,
No.
the new Link Monster.
Yeah. I
And
remember
that
for a
one's
while that was
that
like
one,
the best thing in the world.
and that's still like an $80 card now.
Because it only has what? A collector's rare, a ghost rare, and an ultimate rare printing, or ultimate, ghost, and the original secret rare. That's.
I mean, it's because it has Blackluster Soldier in the name. That's why.
I wouldn't be mad if
That's
they
it.
kept it like
Only
that,
it.
to be honest, but I don't even own one. Here we have Chaos Sorcerer, the ultra rare for $60. I think that's probably damage. Yeah, I've seen these. I think a set of these. Oh, those are German. I was wondering why those are so cheap. But a set of these at English Near Mint, light play Near Mint, I think go around $1,000. Let's see. Light play, two sets, what, 600 for the set? Near Mint, 250, so that's what, 750? So you're looking about probably 600-700 for a set. Again, another one of those Turbo Pack cards. It was up to over $300 for a minute there. It's dropped down about $30 or so. I don't think that's uncalled for an old Turbo Pack Ultra, to be honest. I don't like it, but I don't think it's uncalled for.
It's not bad. It's just what's really weird about Chaos Sword that I checked earlier. This doesn't have a secret rare form, and I think it might look okay in it. And
I agree. We do have this Legendary Collection one from Yugi's World. That super. Why not? Honestly, why not?
I this one I can agree was like being like within my budget of like near mint is like for first edition is like $10 to $12.
Yeah, yeah. For that price, super rare. Again, that's another one of those legendary collections that I just. How do I get Cyber Dragon specifically? Not all these. I think I need to Cyber Dragon. Let's try this. I just really am loving those legendary collection side cards.
And plus they might go back to them now because of the Time Wizard format.
So I really hope what they do is they come out with a. How do I put this? Like a new kind of like Dark Revelations 5 or whatever, where they just have a set solely purposed towards more retro format. But that would only happen, I think, if Time Wizard format really takes off. But here we're rocking with Cyber Dragon that has, I think it's the only card that has a printing literally every single rarity except for Ghost Rare. But I think the new set has already, the Ghost Rare in the past has already confirmed this to be a Ghost Rare. So
yes, I think it is, as well as Dark Arm Dragon, which that is gonna be nice.
That's gonna be nice. And actually, I'm surprised to see that. Well, I guess this doesn't show the ultimate rare, but I'm really shocked to see that the ultra rare from DR4 is the highest listed here. Because if this is higher than the ultimate from the just came out,
The same exact thing was Brain Control. Sorry to interrupt you. It's the same exact thing was Brain Control, where you gotta look it up separately.
yeah. No, I'm just saying that you're looking almost $200 for this card.
What?
And a near mint status. What was that? 170, 180 for near mint. Dark Revelation is again a set that is always giving, so I'm not shocked by this price. I'm just shocked that it's actually higher than like the ultimate rare that just came out with the alternate art. There's good thing about Cyber Dragon though, a lot of holographic rarities that are all extremely cheap. So let's go back one more page here. Look at all the Cyber Dragons, and I don't even want to look at the alternate rare from Cybernetic Revolution. You're looking at like $1,500. Dual Terminal 1, great price. If you have money, good price. This dude is just crazy expensive. Good price, really, really good price. Another one of those. Mega Pack, I think, is in the same vein as the Legendary Duelist, but great price and then good stuff here. This one has always actually been my favorite, even though they're the same arts. Rare itself is just a really fun rarity for me. So this first ed Duelist Pack Zane Truesdale rare, I am a huge fan of. Um,
How much is for the super rare original printing? I'm kind of interested in that.
looks like about $8. I think that shows the highest price for the near mint is what that bottom one is. But let's see. Light play near mint, yes, $7.77. So probably about $10 for a decent condition one.
Now, is that good? I mean, if you're gonna compare it to like the Chaos Stork, would you rather spend let's say $12 hypothetically? Would you spend $12 on the Chaos Stork or original print Cyber Dragon?
Right there, you can get these for $7. If I had to choose, I would say probably Chaos Orc, and that's because Chaos Orc only has two holographic printings at the Super and the Ultra, whereas Cyber Dragon just has so many printings that you can get holographic ones for that looks to be the lowest price, less than $12 from near mint. Oh, that's unlimited, huh?
Hey, hold on.
Oh yeah, about $13 for the near mint first hit. Yeah, I'd still go Chaos Orc because there's Cyber Dragon just has so many printings. Chaos Orc only has two for holographic. But Cyber Dragon, I think Cyber Dragon's probably played in more formats than Chaos Sorcerer. I don't know. Chaos Sorcerer is used from its release in like 2004 all the way up to probably 2011, 2012, to be honest. Next, we're going pretty long, so let's hop to we were going to look at some of the Inzector stuff, but I don't think either of us knows much about them, to be honest. So let's hop to specifically.
What is it? I know some people intentionally didn't set, or trap cards weren't played that much back then because of them, which is very interesting.
Yes, so I did play a little bit during the format, but I played Samurais, the neutered version of Samurais, and I didn't go to too many tournaments. That was about the time that I was losing interest in Yu-Gi-Oh! It kind of sold off my collection, but I know you brought this up earlier that you can find the Ultimate Rare from OTS 17, which is pretty recent to be fair too. $25 for near mint. And I think even at the highest, they weren't that. That was when they first came out, and it's a nothing but drop and drop and drop and drop. It's just nobody wants this card. I understand why.
Because of competition.
Yeah, and I understand why. It's a card that by itself, as Utopia, is just not used. It's only used for Lightning. It's only used for early XZs. And like you said, it's competing with... they don't even have them here. But it's competing with the Astral Rare and the Collector's Rare, you said?
So, yeah, the Collector's Rare from King's Court.
Yeah, so this isn't even the highest rare. So you're looking at a card that's not the highest rarity, something that people don't typically play. $25, or 22 for the lowest price. I think that's a good pickup if you want to play Utopia. But the people who want to play Utopia, it's not a lot.
Yeah, the only thing I will say, like, to help defend Utopia is it's an anime character's ace monster. So in the future it might become more valuable. Like has Dark Magician, Blue Eyes. I know that isn't as fair as a comparison because Zexal is, like from what I've been told, like the last era of people actually getting into like the Yu-Gi-Oh from the anime. But
maybe. So I've never watched Zexal. I've never watched anything past 5Ds, but I could see it. And I like Utopia. I like early XEs, but even if it gets a ton of support, all this stuff, it could be the most used card. It's still fighting with those other two who have the higher rarity. So I think it could go up, but I wouldn't buy it.
Like if you're gonna invest, well, hold on. First of all, I'm not a financial advisor, but yeah, I would say if you want like anime, like if you're gonna bet on like the anime to help with Utopia, definitely get Astral.
Yeah, I can see it. What do we have here? Gadgets. And actually, so I brought up Red Gadget, but all the gadgets are really the same price. They have a lot of good rarities for the gadgets. Look, Super Rare, Ultra Rare, Hobby League, Turbo Pack Super Rare. And to me, the Turbo Pack Super Rares for gadgets are highest rarity, but according to this, the hobby leagues are. And you also have the legendary collection ones that are also like higher rarity, quote unquote. And you have another super rare. All the gadgets for extreme levels of playability for as long as they've been out, from 2006 all the way through 2012, 2013, like when Gear Geek X was used. You get a lot of value if you're ever into just, you have one deck to play and you want to play a span of formats. I suggest gadgets. Super rares for all three of them. You can buy a play set. So what is that? 9 for less than $50. About $6, I think, is what I saw the other day. $6-7. So yeah, $7 right there.
That's not bad. And plus, like with other Trevor Pack supers going up, like I know you could have gone like Quick Draw Warrior Turbos for like $30, but now they're like up to 80 for near mints.
Yeah, that dude's insane. Gone. I actually wanted to buy these quite a couple months ago, but actually it's probably about 2 years ago. It was really when I was getting into Edison format, about 2-3 years ago, before Edison took off, because Quick Draw is actually my first ever tier 1 deck, if you would. I decided not to buy these because I wanted to save some money and just went with the Duelist League versions, but Super Rare Quick Draw it's gone. It's like you said, 70 going up towards 80 for near mints. But last card we'll look at to go with the gadgets is going to be Gear Gigant. Oh man, I misspelled that. Gear Gigant X. So this is beyond my days of playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Funny enough, I first, like, when I was a kid, whatnot, like a wee little lad, I've only had the structure deck, whatnot, and I would just play with that with my brothers, or with my brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is definitely that time around when Konami started just like, hey, if you want to play Yu-Gi-Oh!, just buy 3 structure decks. These things are actually going to be viably competitive with. You don't really need cards from sets to play. If you want them, you can do them. But I think that was probably around the time, so that would make sense. But Gear Gain X here. Unlimbs, great price. For $8, Secret Rare from Return of the Duelist. First Eds, honestly, great price. And even if you don't want to pay that much, you can, what was the last page? You just buy the Super Rares for, what was that, like less than $1? Where are we at? One page back? Yeah, less than $1. In less than $1, less than $1. Gadgets, Gear Gain X, it'll take you a long time. Why not, you know?
Yeah.
But that is all the cards that we have for this first Market Watch. Let us know what you guys think, and if you want to see more, have a wonderful day. You got anything? Any closing remarks?
Let's see. Oh yeah, I bought a Dandelion a few days ago. The oldie. Oh, I think it was today, actually.
At $80?
Which is really. I think it was for 95 because I wanted a playset. And if I ever get into Tango Plant, I just have firstly a playset of Ulti Dandelion, and also I can use that Ulti Dandelion for Tango Plant because it is limited there.
That's true. What did I do? I think one of the worst buys, actually it wasn't horrible, but I kind of want to look at this now real quick. I bought 2 Ultimate Book of, no, maybe it was 3. I think I bought 3 Ultimate Book of Moons and 2 Ultimate Dandelions for $400. Sometime early 2021 maybe. What is, oh my gosh. TCG player, you're crushing me. Let's see. I'm really curious what the ultimate rares on this are going for. Oh, looks like also close to $100. Oh, it's over 100. No, look at that. You can buy What is that, a foreign language?
That looks like just to be a new seller. 484.
There you go. If you want to take a risk on a new seller, help them out, get a good deal. It's only one picture, but why not? Looks in good condition. But that's going to be it. Again, let us know if you guys like this, if you want to see more, what we could do to change it, and have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. And bye.